going on, Patrick? Could be kind of in this weird area. We're above the VWAP, and then of course we're at this daily, so it's kind of a fun little area. We've tested this 38 a few times this morning, so we'll see if we can get something through it. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you had some good practice the last couple of days. Yeah, today's price action since the open's been pretty much garbage, but we'll see. Still pretty early. Let's see if we can get above this 38. I like to play off the VWAP, and then basically you just take from VWAP to the daily, take profit. Or like me, I'm just trying to holding on to this thing, but who knows? Could bounce at 38, but I do have this orb thing here too, so it could have been a nice short off that daily, but since I'm already long, can't really switch gears, at least for me right now. But someone could have shorted that potentially, but I just, yeah, when it's between the VWAP and the daily, it gets kind of weird. What's going on in November? As you guys can see, yeah, we're between the daily and the VWAP, so it's not like my favorite. I don't like to short into the VWAP, and I don't like to long into a daily like I am right now, but I could have scalped the VWAP at the daily for a good profit if I get stopped out right here. So for practice, let's see here. I still want to be long until if this goes below the VWAP, I might shift gears and go short. But I'm staying above the VWAP for now. We'll see if this holds. It might, if it flips and goes head south, then I'll readjust. So yeah, don't follow me right now. This is not high probability long here or anything. I'm just playing the VWAP for now to see if we can hold this. But past hour has been pretty much junk. There was a play again, nice kind of a double top off the daily, which is pretty good trade there. So yeah, there you go. A nice flip push down against me, so I can just get out of that practice for the VWAP. Again, it's just hard to short. It's hard to short into this VWAP. So if I didn't get my short up here, but we'll see. It might. We'll see what happens in this VWAP here. And it presses right down through it, but yeah, I might have missed it. I really don't want a short breakout now, personally. Yeah, that's where I might not do too much. It's not giving us really great anything amazing. slams the VWAP, and then look at it. You know, it goes right through it, but it doesn't, you know, sustain. You know, it doesn't stay down below it. So it's like, okay, I love the short of the VWAP, but when it does that, that's not a VWAP short for me, right? It slams it, but it doesn't hold it for now. Could. Like I said, we'll see. As long as it stays above the VWAP, I'm happy to be long, but we'll see. You know, I mean, like, if it keeps falling below it, then definitely look to short it, but and it might break down. Who knows? I mean, if it does, then it's kind of in between worlds for me. Yeah, it's just like MQ is just not, you know, we've had some good paydays as far as it just really clean action, and then today I call it it's like when people give it back, you know. Oh man, it will. Obviously, it's going to do something. It's just you can't be very aggressive with it. Try to force it too much, get yourself in trouble, as we all know. Just has this kind of angry, the way it's jolting like this is not, I don't like this kind of price action. It's like this kind of, you can tell it's coiling, right? It's gonna do something. I just don't like how it's jabbing around like this. I like clean action off of, you know, although I guess we'll see if if it holds up above this VWAP, but it's like I don't really even trust that, right? It's just, wait, look at this, it's just, we'll see. Feel a clean bounce off this VWAP, but I don't love this action at all, actually. Just can the VWAP hold, right? I don't know, right? I don't guess. Or I mean, I don't, you know. I'm just, I love this VWAP, and we do have a 4-hour right here too. So, didn't let me hold it. So we'll see if this VWAP, I don't know, it's gonna probably stop me out here, but the way it's jabbing around. Just, yeah, I like clean action off the level, not this, yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. Don't love to re-enter, but probably move my stock too soon. Let's see if we can get a bounce off this VWAP. There's not much helping us down here. The bottom, oscillators up and down, and even the volume is not helping us either. Like you can see from the from this, it's crazy. And now we're back below the VWAP. It's like, ugh, it's knocked me out. And it might just press down, who knows. Might press down on me. Now we're below the VWAP, so instead of fighting this thing, probably cut this one and sit it out for a bit. Yeah, it's just like I mentioned, this kind of price action is not how we get paid, So it might be a short call today. I mean, I think the price action will clean up later on, but kind of like in practice, if you get stopped out a couple times during this kind of thing, I'd probably wait like another hour. I don't know, who knows, for a bit for things to clean up. So it might be a short call today because I'm not going to sit and do all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to keep getting stopped out at a level. No, thank you. So then you're back above the VWAP. So it's like, and you're back below it. And then if you if you start chasing it, right? So you run the risk of it just coming right back. But so yeah, we'll see if this bounce, we're down probably a little bit, because it's been snagging this VWAP, and then going out to the daily. But yeah, November, yep, big pile of poop garbage price action right now. We'll see if we can clear the 38, but hindsight, right? Of course, it did reject the 38 and retrace. So I mean, that was a play earlier. What's going on, Dean? It's a nice kind of garbage double bottom off the VWAP for now. We'll see if it holds. And then if it rejects 38, it could be a short, but we'll see. Yeah, there's likely a lot of those. We'll see. We'll see if it rejects 38. You do have a stacked 4-hour, and so this zone actually is a pretty good level either way. It could block it, become resistance and just things to the south, or it could become support. We'll see. This stuff, because you have a stacked 4-hour and a 2-hour, daily. So but if you had multiple contracts at the VWAP, you can see how you could take profit at the 4-hour or hold. So we'll see if it can break the 4-hour. Yeah, it's 30. Yeah, good to see you, Dean. Hopefully you're green. I'm about break even. I'm up on my blue sky and down on my funded. So about I'm done live. So I didn't make anything today. I was up. All 4 accounts were green until after the market opened. Then just got snagged. So sucks for me to be 0, but 2 accounts up, 2 accounts down. What do you do? I didn't realize the price action at the open was going to be so brutal. I thought it would, but that's what I get for thinking. That's all right. I've had a good run this past few days, so once in a while I get snagged, That's the way it goes. No audio? Really? See here. Why is it turned? There we go. Shoot, you guys just missed out on amazing stuff. Oh man, you missed out on everything. uh, cool November. Yeah, I don't know how long it'll be on. Probably another half hour or so. That was too bad. My audio wasn't working. Looks like Patrick dropped off. Yeah, we'll see. It's been pretty much garbage, right? So, not a great morning. So yeah, later, dude. We'll see you either later on or yep. Take care, man. So we'll see if this holds this VWAP trade. So we shall see. Ooh, let's get snagged out here maybe. So again, we get a nice rejection this 4 hour. Now we're just in total consolidation. Take another VWAP trade. We shall see if it can hold up. What's going on, RD753? Since the market opened, it's been pretty brutal actually. Pretty much junk. Been playing some trades off the Dean. Been playing some trades off this VWAP, but we're getting installed at the daily, installed at the 4 hour. So we'll see. This might push back down below the VWAP. So there could have been a nice double top at this 4 hour, but you're shorting right into the VWAP, so it's kind of like it's just in a really not a fun, what I call not a great area. So this might push down below it. We'll see. This might push down below the VWAP. This is nice. I mean, this is nice. This is a nice structure actually for the shorts. Yeah, this definitely could. I think it might cut this. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get stopped out there. I mean, definitely looking back, you get a nice kind of a rejection here, but we're kind of in this coil range. We do have some good selling right here, actually. So that might have been leaning back. That would have been a nice kind of break, double, and then retracement short right at the 4 hour. Right down to the VWAP. That could have been a nice scalp there. Looking back, Just to see, I might still, as long as if it, let's see if it can hold. This actually might be a little bit of a retracement off the VWAP. Let's see if it can hold. I mean, it could be a nice short off that VWAP actually, but we'll see. I'm long because I want to see if the buyers want to, hold it. What's going on, Apex? Yeah, good to see you guys. Kind of been a junky morning since the open, as you guys can all tell. Except for if you're really on the ball, shorting at the 4 hour, or taking some scalps off the VWAP. So not like a lot of money on the table yet. NQ hasn't made a big move since the. If you look left, there's a nice. That was a nice right at the. I don't know if it was news at 8:30. Must have been something kind of funky. But then all this, right? All pure barcode garbage, right? if you play the levels right,
sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good.
Hey, Jeff, we don't see your chart.
Oh, that's right. I turned it off.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Thanks. Sorry about that. So yeah, we'll see. Right now we're back below the VWAPs. It's like, oh man, that might have been a nice short there, But really, there's not really a high probability play either way at this point. Minus looking back, it's always easy looking back. Like definitely get a nice short off the 4 hour to the VWAP, and now we're back below the VWAP. So this actually could have been a nice little bounce. So in practice, get out of this long until either I missed it because it could have been a nice short there, and then it's kind of like I might have missed it, might have missed a short there. I'm not going to chase it. If we can get back above 93, cool. If not, I might have missed a good chance to short that VWAP. Yeah, and plus you have the 4 hour right here too. So I actually we got to be kind of bearish in a way. If it holds, if it holds 83. Yeah, ES is tanking a little bit. Yeah, ES is right at the VWAP too. What's going on, Nico? Then he's gone. Or no, did someone pop off? Either way. So there's a nice potential long at the on ES, a VWAP trade with a little bit of buying. We'll see if it holds. Got the orb right here, but let's see if ES can hold that VWAP. Got a VWAP and a 4 hour, right? So we'll see. You might keep a type stop on that. We're below it a little bit. Could keep pressing. See if it holds below. Just cut this thing and wait. We'll see if this candle holds or not. So far we're going below it. So I gotta cut that thing. So have to wait. That could have been a nice short off that VWAP, but we'll see. If it gets back above it, 890, I'll try it long, but looks like they're both being a little difficult. And we're back above the VWAP, of course. Classic. And then it jabs back down, of course. That could have been what I like to do. It breaks and retraces. So, yeah, this is a tough morning today, I have to say. Then look at this, jabs down. See if I can hold above the VWAP. Seconds or so. Can we stay above this thing? Yeah, so far it's struggling. So now you're finally back above the VWAP a little bit. All right, let's actually, yeah. And then ES, if it gets above, or NQ, if we can get above 83, let's see. It's coming right back. Yeah, I want to see NQ get above 83. It's a nice little push there. So this is going to be a breakout 83 trade on NQ. As long as it holds above 83 on the 4 hour again. The VWAP sitting right there at 91. So yeah, now we're above VWAP a little bit. We're hanging right there. We're back below the 83. Q. All right, see if the 83 can still hold. Now we're at the VWAP, and ES is doing all right. So oh, nice. Host logic. Awesome. Payout request. I love it. What's going on, Dave? Good to see you, buddy. See if these hold. See if we can get a can again out of this NQ, and we'll see. Nice, we can get back up to this daily to 38. Well, it might not, who knows. SKB, what up? We're long on a 4-hour again on NQ, and long on a 4-hour VWAP on ES. So got bounced around a little bit. Yeah, kind of just grinding up a little bit here. Let's see if we can get to the 4-hour again at least. But who knows? Of course, as I say that, it's slammed by yeah, I might come back down and yeah, take me out of that NQ long. Can we hold this 4 hours? Yeah, I might. Then took me out of that VWAP trade. Could have been a little bounce off that thing. Doesn't like getting worked out by a tick, you know. Oh man. Oh man. Right by a freaking tick. So now my entry is worse. Oh man. Classic. That was classic. That's why I just jumped back in, because it just wicked me out. I'm like, same with NQ. Well, more than a tick on NQ, but. Yeah, not a fun morning really, honestly. Kind of just blah. We shall see. So NQ or ES has big ways to get, or a long ways to get to the daily, which who knows, right? That's a long ways up there. 946. Definitely could do it. Could get back to yesterday. And NQ daily is definitely not that far. I mean, that's a pretty reasonable target. Well, yes is again and again. So can we break through the 99? Of course, it's a speed bump right on the tick. Nice little push up there. Same with that, kind of like simultaneously, they both breaking through at 4 hours. Kind of cool. Well, they were anyway. I'm just guessing a lot of guys see these this wick right here and like, oh, good short opportunity, right? But they don't realize we're at a 4 hour and a daily. So we'll see. I mean, that's not like a wick at a, well, I guess we're at a 4 hour, but that's not our trade setup here, right? We don't play one rejection. we like shorts when they're breaking down, like as if it held and did a double. That's a decent, not my favorite, but they can be good at those levels if you get a double top. But I don't play a single rejection. Typically, I try not to. It's all in contact. Sometimes it will hit an area and just reject. Right? It depends on the price action. Sometimes it will hit like a level like this and just go straight down, of course. But typically, I don't play a one rejection play, especially when we know that NQ and this just loves to stair step up. And it can fool people into trying to short it. Or even long, depending on what it's doing. Yeah, so that's kind of like a classic. People trying to short it, it snaps right up. I know my old days. I've been shorting this right now, thinking, oh, it's wicking. I know for sure I would have been trying to short this right here. Kind of like seeing ghosts. You're like, oh, this is a nice wick, and it can't keep going up, and then it just keeps pushing. Now look at that. Now this is going to push through this 38, kind of like I was hoping earlier to do, but like over here it slammed it, but now it's a different. Yes, is cruising to 08 likely, we're can traders, so if 99 holds, we are shooting for 08, but we'll see. It has to hold this 89. It's a practice trade, like just take out 4,000, right? Just do a new trade. We're long here, as long as it stays above 9, basically this area. So just to kind of show, even if you didn't get in here, you kind of treat this as a new trade. If we stay above 89, we're long. I kind of look at each level as a new trade per se. So, we can remove a lot of FOMO, even if we miss, catching, this down here in the VWAP. We just treat each level as a new opportunity. And I could have done that with NQ as well, right? I could have, when I hit my target of the 327, I could have, and then even like 38. It's kind of like a new trade now. As long as it's hold 38, we're long. Now it'd have to break 38 and then reject it for me to want to go short, So you can see even this long here at the 89. I think that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool long off the, even if you miss this, right? That's what's so cool about these levels. We don't have to worry about, missing out. We just trade the level, you know what I mean? We don't really give a shit about anything else besides where does price want to stay above it or below it. So once we, get our level that we like, then we manage it, so we have a GAN to GAN almost, so we can almost take half off. If this gets, half off here, I'll look to take half off this position, and then this level will be kind of like a new trade, right? Can we break 08? Cool, look at that. So hit our target, take half off, right? We're in the money. Now we're like in a new trade, basically, right? If it'll let me, stupid trading view. So now we're just in a new trade here. Can it stay above 08? And same with NQ. Can we stay above 30? Can we stay above 52? So we're not looking to short 08 just because if it rejects here, I don't just short it, right? I want to see it reject and then retrace maybe as a potential, but I don't play the first rejection. That's me though, Eventually, it'll extend where those can work, but I don't like to do that. I don't like high probability area right things. So one little rejection, even if this just crashes down, that's fine. I don't care. I can't catch a rejection personally. But that's me, right? I don't know. Everyone's different. That's why I took half off here, because I don't know what's going to happen, right? It could freaking reject off this 08, go right back down. I mean, I wouldn't care. I mean, I'd like to, if I am going to short here, I'd like to see it, reject, retrace. If it just flat out rejects, then I'd probably be looking to short below, 89, down here. But well, it all depends though. We'll see, right? If it really holds below 08, I could look to short, but I'm not looking to short just yet. We're below it right now, but to me, that's not enough valid to me, right? Just because you have a wick here or kind of like a doji, at a 4 hour, that's not good enough for me for a high probability short, personally. Even though it could, right? I can't be everywhere, and especially when you've already this is like kind of like you're done for the day trade, right? Well, you've already caught two Gann levels, right? Even though you got bounced, let's say you got bounced, you're down a little bit, but in essence, you're definitely up, right? From the trades that I took that I was down, I'm way up now on the day. But I'll be right back. Hopefully it keeps going and doesn't snag me out. 1 second. Hey, Ollie. What's up, buddy? What was that? Today? Oh, okay. Oh, because I was working. Okay, I didn't miss too much here, looks like. Pressing above 08. So, anyone, how are you guys doing? Anyone green or practicing? How are you guys doing? Anything good going on? So even in practice, right? Long wait until otherwise, right? We'll see. Yeah, pretty basic, right? We're above 08, so we're long. You know, good job, Dean. I mean, not that you want to hit your stop, but Nice that you're up on the other two. That's awesome, man. That's kind of like me, you know. I'm up on two accounts and down on two. Traded at the wrong time. Unfortunately, I mean, well, the price action wasn't great. I should have just waited a little bit longer. I would have been fine, but oh well. Shut it down. So about break even today. No profit for me today. It's okay. I calculated I'm up like 13K this week on my funded accounts. Well, yeah, I'm up 13K. Not a bad week. Probably one of my better weeks. Not bad. Pretty good week. Would have been better if I would have finished green today, but 0 today. Yeah, thanks, Dean. Yeah, it's been a good week, man. Some good price action. Just real dialed in my working with you guys, and just really dialed in my risk and my just what I'm looking for. You know, minus today I made it's hard to be, you make mistakes. I just should have waited a little longer, but oh well, you know. Probably over traded maybe, That's what. Well, we're all learning, dude. Right? Every day is a learning day, so. Gotta, that's why I just practice these levels, right? That's all I did for months and months, practicing trading levels, and then for me it clicked. We're all different. To me it's like just adding little pieces to your trading, tool belt. Eventually it will click for you on, what kind of trading style you like. I know if you're trading with the right, that's right. I just think, if you can't be stopped, if you're trading with the right leverage, you're not being greedy, no one, well, that's not the only thing I can think is, I'm heads off. And yeah, night trading's been great lately, I don't love it, but if I'm watching a game and a lot of times I'm practicing, and then sometimes there's a really good setup. That's the thing, like, if you're just trading, like a 1 micro or whatever, yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, it almost doesn't matter the time of day, minus news, maybe the open. We should have no fear when it hits a level we like, and I mean, I don't know. I just think, again, as you just trading levels, you get to where it doesn't, like, look at this. Now we're getting well, I was long down here, right? So I'm at 3 GAN levels right now, right? So now we're in a new trade, kind of like yeah. Last night was pretty good. But now it's really good too. So basically, I have 3 GAN levels out of this thing, and now we're in a new trade. Okay, so we're in a new trade here. Now it's kind of like, we can hold 12, right? So we just trade levels, That's what's so cool about this. You can do well when it's ranging. You can do well when it's trending, because basically we're just trading levels, The only thing is if it just reverses on us, like, that's where I can't trade that. There is some aspects that I can't be everywhere. So if it flat out rejected 12, I won't catch the high, right? But if it bounces back and kind of retrace, anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. So here we go. We have a nice little breakout of the 25. So it's, again, brand new trade here. Same with NQ. We're in a brand new trade at a new level. As long as it stays above 84 on NQ, We are bullish. We're not looking to short anything. I mean, again, you can be a hero about it. I wouldn't personally. There's enough money to be made just to trade levels in a smart way. I'm not trying to catch some weird, funky, like I call them exotic hero moves, trying to short things that, even though it can work, I'm not saying shorting right here could you be amazing at it, but personally, why would you when you just had an awesome level to trade off of? So, anyway, you guys know me. You guys have heard me say that a million times. That's what I'm here for, Patrick. To beat your head in with repetitive stuff over and over again. Do not try to catch the high. Just trade the level. Just like if I was turning a monkey, right? Go along when it's, within reason, right? If it breaks out, retraces, you could be we're long. Your entry doesn't always have to be perfect. You know what I mean? It's nice to be as close to the Gann line as you can, but it doesn't always happen. Yeah, so let's do a brand. So again, I killed another one, so made another 3,500. So I'll do it. So look, again, this shows you you don't need to be perfect about this. I'm still long. I'm still bullish at 912, right? Now it could come back to retrace a little bit, but for me, I'm bullish until otherwise. Until if it comes back below 912s and breaks, retests, then I'd consider a short. And sometimes we don't, like when it breaks, it doesn't always retest and give us an awesome entry. It just like on a move like this, sometimes when it's breaking an area, you just get in, right? I'm not telling you guys to get in now, but I'm just saying you're not going to always get, and unless it's the trader you want to be. Like if you only want to take when it retraces, then that's fine, but then you're going to miss trades. It's like a compromise, right? Sometimes that's good. If you're always waiting for a retrace, you're going to get always a good entry, probably lower risk, but then you run if you're like that, then likely you're going to miss some trades, and then you might have the FOMO. So then that can trigger that response. So it's all about managing what kind of lessens the pain as much as possible for you, because no one wants to chase and get stopped out per se. But at the same time, if the market's going, you can't be like upset that you don't get like your perfect entry either. Personally, that's how I look at it. Because it's just you don't know, like it's just too dynamic, right? To be break, is it going to always come back and retrace at 912, right? Just doesn't work like that. I wish it did, right? I'd love it if it broke and always retested. That'd be amazing. That's why it's like when people come to me and like they want this perfect system, and this doesn't exist, right? Because it's always, every break's a little bit different. Every retracement's just a little bit different. I can't code it to do exactly what I want it to do, right? I just have to play within the parameters that the market gives me. So now look at this. So you just got another killer Gann to Gann. So in practice, take profit, right? Bing. Another Gann to Gann trade, and like I got out of that one late, so there you go. So now we're in a new trade. Now if the market stays above 20, we are long. Now you can see, look at that. See, it didn't even reach. It just broke it. It just slammed it. How are we doing on NQ? So we'll see if it comes back and holds above. So there goes. You can out there. And then in practice, even though we're up like a ton, yeah, see, even if it comes back down a little bit, big, and again, eventually, it might pivot and go south, right? Who knows, right? We can't control everything. But right now, I'm long this. We'll see. It holds above here. And again, this is where, like, man, after you cut all that, you're done. Yeah, Patrick, I want to talk to your wife right now, dude. I want to talk to her. Get her on the chat, dude. Let's have a chat. So we'll see. I mean, I won't fight this long too much. I mean, so like, ideally, you're waiting for it to get above 19. Oh, I'm not going to go there, Apex, man. Apex. That's danger zone. Apex. So in practice, you couldn't be like me, like maybe you're waiting for it to break 19 to go long, right? But really, after you've caught freaking 4 or 5 of the, like this is like one, so 1, 2, 3. This is 4 GAN lines, dude. Like, what are you doing? You're up a ton. You're done for the day, right? Personally, it's already 10:30, like it's 11:30. You caught some awesome trades. You're done. You did your job, right? That's how I look at it. Now, I guess we could look at it as the last one. Can we hold above 19 to get a little scalp out of this? We'll see. Otherwise, we're done. We're done. We're done trading. Oh man, dude, you better get on that, dude. You better get on that, Patrick. Get out your Robo vacuum cleaner. Get that thing out, dude. So yeah, on this practice long, if it, we're kind of at the 50%. Let's say you just cut it for now. It's kind of like either you're done for the day because you've already killed it, or like you should be done. You already caught an awesome move. So that's how I look at it. Now we did reject the 19. But that's not a short for me. As you all know, the first rejection is not my kind of setup. Now, the last 10 days, you guys are funny. So, that's where I can't be everywhere. If it just flat out rejects 19 and goes straight down, then, I'll look for more, that's when I'll like either evaluate what's going on. I don't want to long this just yet. It's kind of now where like if it stays above 12, I could look for a long. And then if it comes back up to 19 and rejects it, I could short it. But yeah, I'm gonna miss tops. I mean, I just can't. I can't be everywhere personally. But that's where we're all different too. Someone could have been waiting for this 4 hour and then shorted it, but. Whereas I'm still bullish above 912. As a practice. Now, this would probably be like my last trade if I was like, you're already up big. Maybe like, okay, if this holds 12, cool. Otherwise, you're kind of done. Stay in the money. don't give anything back, too much back. Maybe a little, like one trade back or two, but then you're done. Call it a day. Leave green. Got to leave green. Yeah, I can't comment on that, Patrick. 10 days, man. Bachelor pad. How many pizza boxes and Mountain Dew is spread around your place right now, right? Got. I don't want to open your fridge, dude. You could probably have like beer, like half cans of beer in there. Your bread's probably old. Your milk's gone sour. I wouldn't drink Patrick's milk right now. He probably hasn't been to the store. Yeah, there you go, dude. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's funny. That's fun. That's what I expect. In my mind, that's what I would see, Patrick. And it makes total sense, dude. It makes a lot of sense. Nice. Yeah, you gotta love meal prep, man. Meal prep's the best. You know, get your next few days lined up for clean eating. Yeah, I need to get back into shape too. Luckily, my dog gets me out. Plus, beating up on those 80-year-olds in pickleball, that gets me in good shape as I, stomp around the courts, mocking them because they suck. No, just kidding. You suck. Your dinks suck. Give them like Mickey or that one guy with the finger. No go zone, man. Yeah, they can be. That's what I do. I just give them the finger, not the middle finger, the index finger. Like, sorry, old man. Well, sorry, Pam. You suck at this game. Yeah, dude. I know Curry didn't play. I get it. Everyone's crying about Curry not playing, but what do you do? You only can play who's in front of you, right? So Curry is a beast, though. But man, the way he runs around the court, he's tough. He's a tough man. He's brutal. Off the ball, he might be the most brutal player ever. You cannot track him all the time. He's the sneakiest off the ball, I've ever seen. Right? We all seen him. He's just yeah. So yeah, awesome. He was a good series. For Wolves, Julius Randle was a beast. He took it right to Green, man. Draymond Green couldn't do anything really with Randle, which I thought was awesome. Because we know how good Draymond Green is minus his antics. His antics are yeah, go. I know, man, dude. Green. I know he said that one comment. I won't say. Green was all mad about the picture that he thinks the media has painted of him. They're like, well, then stop chokeholding people, stop punching your own teammates, stop flailing your legs and kicking people in their tenders. Again, I'm not saying if I wouldn't want to go to battle with Green, right? If you're in a dark alley, dude, you want Green on your team, but like, don't paint yourself as a nice guy, dude. Like, no, you can't do that, right? Don't be an Ellen. Don't say how nice you are and then be a jerk. I'm just kidding. Don't be an Ellen. Don't lie to us. Just be who you are, man. That Ellen thing was so funny, man. Oh, dude, that was, I think that was the funniest thing ever. She's she's a horrible boss. She's so mean to me. Oh man. Yeah, dude, he'd be. I don't think he would be a very good trader either, man. Although anyone that's trainable, a lot of it is. I call it throwing tantrums. If as long as we trade small, we don't throw a tantrum, we're going to be good. It's when we throw our childhood tantrums, we revenge trade, we get mad. That's what I call it. Just don't throw tantrums. You know, I think we revert back to some of our childhood behavior in trading. Because when things get out of hand, what do we right? We lose it. We throw, and that's how I call it. I call it a tantrum. If you're like just clicking the button because you're ticked off, it's a tantrum. Sorry, no offense. That's what it is, right? You're throwing a tantrum. You're being a big baby about getting your ass kicked in the market, right? Or me, I'm throwing a tantrum. I don't want to say you guys. Um, he'd have to be sponsored by Dell. Oh man, that's funny. So don't. All you have to do is find a good level and don't throw a tantrum. That's my Jat talk of the day. Don't throw a effing. You know what I mean? Don't be a big baby about it. Don't cry about it. If you get wicked out by a tick, don't throw a tantrum. That's all. Don't be a big baby. You know? Seriously, that's. I think a lot of times we lose control because we're just we're mad. We're like a it's a big baby. You know what I mean? Exactly. We can't be emotional about it. Don't give the market power more than it should. That's why you don't over leverage. So, because if you're trading small, you really shouldn't get that mad. Yeah, I'm down to two accounts, but I'm up on two accounts. I'm not going into tonight's session mad like before, dude. Oh man, I'd be waiting all day until 5 o'clock, and then when that market opened, I was gonna get my money back. You know what I mean? That was my old days. Now it's like, you know what? I might not even trade tomorrow. It depends. Like if I feel like I'm a little mad about being down, maybe I don't even trade tomorrow because I don't want to trade mad. So I might not. We'll see. I mean, but again, if I'm trading small, I shouldn't be worried about being down because I trade small and I wait for my level. I mean, you do it 1,000, like right after you trade for months and months, you shouldn't be worried about a down day. Now, if you have a couple down days in a row, that's I'm not saying you want to be dumb, but as long as you're trading small and it hits your level, you should take the trade because it fits your plan. Now, should we trade overnight? No. Like, let's say you have a down day I'm zero over today. I don't want to go into 5 o'clock being mad, so definitely don't even look at the market tonight. Right? I don't want to revenge try to get it back, so I will wait till tomorrow morning. And if it hits a level, great. If it doesn't, no worries. I don't want to head into the weekend being mad because I've already been there many times. I hate that feeling, right? I don't want to head into the weekend being upset. I've had a killer week. I'm up 13K. Why would I want to go into Friday and be stupid? You know what I mean? So that's just reminding myself that not to throw the team. If you have a down day, just you're all right. Things are good. We're lucky, right? We're all lucky to be trading the markets. Be grateful. That's how I look at it, right? I don't know. We need gratitude. You know what I mean? Trade with gratitude, Apex. You know what I mean? uh, I'm just the Dr. Phil, the Dr. Jat of trading. That's all I am. I'm here to help you with your emotional. That's because, man, the market's brutal at Apex, dude. Like I've blown over 100 live accounts probably the last couple of years, maybe more, dude. I I can pass an eval sleeping. But until this past few months, like holding a live account was almost dear damn impossible because I'd freak out, you know. Mark Douglas is good, obviously, you know, but I read him. I read his stuff so much that it's all a cliche, you know, but it's still a good reminder. It's like I like stoicism, you know. I like deep ancient shit, you know. That's my favorite kind of stuff. You know, read Holiday. I forget his first name, but you know, get into stoicism. You know, Marcus Aurelius. There's some really, man, stoicism I think is the best. Has some of the best tips for modern day traders. I've done some pretty dumb, cheesy videos on those, but they're just so good. You know, ancient wisdom. Because I kind of feel like this. We're trading with ancient math. I mean, the math we're using, to me, it's kind of like alien math, right? These I can fly on my Patrick. Well, I mean, passing eval, you know, you're going to be a little more aggressive and you're going to pass it. I mean, like, you know, sometimes I'll lose, but passing an eval on a good level is not. I mean, that's because you know I am going to size up a little bit because I want to pass it within reason. I don't want to like go crazy and like you know blow it. But you know, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but overall, like passing eval is pretty easy. Now, can you be consistent day in day out? You know what happens when you have a down day. You know that's the thing with live is you know we're gonna have a down day. Now you have to kind of go into chip mode, kind of the grind mode of chipping away, getting back to square, right? Not trying to like go full YOLO and try to get back even. You just have to go into that just chip away, get some chunk trades, you know. You will, Patrick. You will, dude. It's just a matter of time, dude. That's all it is. Yeah, dude. Same thing. Consistency is you know, yeah, grind is to me that's like my favorite mindset. You just you know what I mean you're on the edge of just you're right there. You know what I mean like you're ready to shut it down. I like being in that instead of just trying to go home run. I love when you're in that mindset where you're just ready to shut it down the moment it doesn't like I get in trouble is if I'm down trying to get it all back on one trade versus when I start fresh, you know, I catch a level, I move my stop to break even and I'm good, like I'm in profit, right? But if I start the day with a couple losses, I can run into trouble trying to get it back in one trade instead of like, man, when I'm fresh, that's why I'm so good with evals, right? Because I'm fresh, it's like ground zero. I have that edge with me. Like I'm very like I'm ready to. Versus if I'm down, I've learned that I go into that hope stage, and I'm trying to get it all back instead of trading, and that's my evolution of not doing that because that's not what I do when I trade. When I trade, I catch a level and I'm ready to shut it down instead of hoping to get it all back on a trade. You know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So, yeah. So this is evolution of we should trade the same. So it's just a matter of again, like what RD5 said, consistency. You know, always being consistent at a level, and then ready to shut the effing thing down the moment you're not trading anymore, right? I think that's the biggest thing is when you're not trading, you got to shut it down. I know Dean is probably one of the best traders I've ever talked to about shutting it down. Like if he has like a couple of stop outs, he is very disciplined. He'll shut it down, and that's really so important, you know, because then you're in control. You know, you want to be in control of what you're doing, not out of control. I hate that feeling when you're out of control, right? I hate that. But that's why I want you. I mean, when you practice levels, you get that confidence where you know, like, you are gonna like this trade. I mean, how many winning trades have we had today? So many. So you have confidence, right? We have no worries about tomorrow, because we know tomorrow the market's gonna bounce off a key level up or down, and we're gonna kill it. Or maybe we make a mistake and then we're done. Like, it's not like that. I mean, we're not that. We don't have to stress that much about this. Trade small and be ready to shut it down if things aren't lining. Like, scalp, take your money. So like even here, I got a half can level. Take some profit off. You're not stressing about anything, and then move your trade up. And like seriously, I want you guys to practice these levels. In demos, you really should be killing it. If you're not killing it in demo, please don't trade an eval. Like, if your demo account, if you can't get to 100 grand, even 50K in a demo, don't trade an eval. Until you can't kill it in a demo, don't mess around with money. You should be killing these. I'm just being honest. Like you should be killing this in demo, because you have wide stops. You shouldn't have any fear. I'll just be frank. If you can't kill it in a demo, don't trade eval until you're killing it. That's how I look at it. I tried on this demo for months until I was killing it over and over again. And of course, you have down days, but overall, you should be killing the market in demo, because you should have no fear. So if you're in demo mode and you're losing, then go back, replay until you kill it. Go back on replay mode and practice and practice and practice until you're killing it in demo. And then you can trade in real life like you do in demo. I trade in real life like I do in demo. Pretty much. You know what I mean? Minus the size, You got to practice. You've got to practice these levels and get the hang of it. How, you can't, you have to, when it's long, 410, you go long, right? Look, market broke up, right? It retested. Now the candle didn't flip, but you should have all been long at 414, right? Yeah, live is brutal, man. I'm not gonna lie. Live, then you just have to really trade small to reduce those emotional triggers, and not, really find out what triggers you, right? And you're right, Apex. I mean, that's live is so different. It feels different, as it should, because it's, because it stings, right? But it shouldn't. You got to get practice, man. Practice with the right habits, so that, man, you have the same training routine every morning, right? We all know that, right? I don't want to bore you guys to death, but you got to get it dialed in where it's not emotional. You have to. If you're antsy while you're trading, you can't trade, right? You're not gonna see things right. I'm talking to myself. When you're nervous, you're gonna F it up. I'm gonna F it up, right? But that's why I practice, even with you guys. I'm already done live, because I'm still practicing. I practice all the time. On weekends, I'm practicing. I'm always practicing, it seems like, in some sort. But anyway, that's my second Jat talk of the day. So, you're welcome. Dean's like, man, could you say anything new for once? Like, I bet Dean's like sitting back in his chair. Can Jat say anything new for once, for goddamn one time in his life? Can he say anything that I haven't heard here? Oh, man. I know I feel bad for you guys, man, because I say a lot of the same thing over and over again. It's all about love, though, right? I mean, that's why I feel bad for JP, man. I love JP, right? Honestly, like he came in so excited about what we were doing here, and he just every trade he took, he's like, "Oh, market's went against me." I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about? Go long at this level. How are you losing?" Like, I don't. That's something I don't get. Like, you guys watch me trade. I'm just going long at levels. Like, I get you can get bounced around on occasion, but at the same time, follow what the GAN tells you to do, right? Like, you should be killing it almost every day. Not every day, but almost. And then if you're not, big deal, no big deal. Then you're learning. You're learning to kill it. Go back in replay mode and practice trading levels, right? And then you'll notice that when I get bounced around a level, it's because it's starting to wick. It starts wicking around a level. Oh well, that can happen, but a lot of times, over and over again, we kill it at levels, but minus when it wicks around a level. But if I was you guys, man, just get into practice mode. Don't give the market so much power, Trade small, and if you missed any of these longs I took, go back and practice it. You know what I mean? Go in replay mode, ingrain it. And then, on the weekends, practice it on Bitcoin if you're that bored. Like I'll do once in a while. I don't do it all day, but I practice. That's what I love about Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin futures suck, but Bitcoin on Coinbase in your trading view is it moves pretty smooth. So on the weekends, I might spend a couple hours over the weekend practicing some levels. And then over time you build up your trading acumen, and then you pass more and more evals, and then your live accounts become a little more stable. You get some payouts. So anyway, that's all I got one for you guys. Like, just man, we're all different stages. So if you ever want a one-on-one, schedule time. But I don't know what else can beat at a level. Like, I don't know. Did any of you go along at any of these levels and lose? I mean, I'm just trying to understand how to help you guys. Now it's coming back a little bit, but we already made a lot of. If you're along here, you already made a GAN level, right? So. And I did record this session. I'm going to throw it on YouTube if you guys want to go back and watch it. Again, I'm not saying I'm the god of trading or anything, but, well, I am. I'm the god of trading, Apex. I'll admit it. I'm the god of trading. Whatever I touch is gold. And, I apologize that you guys just aren't as good as me. Just kidding. Oh, man. I'm kidding. Oh no! Don't do that. Don't listen to me, Apex. I wish I could ban you somehow, dude. I don't want you listening to me. Apex. Your college days. Um. Oh, don't do that. Listen to The Strangest Secret, or there's so many good audio. There's some really good authors on getting your mind, I forget who wrote The Strangest Secret, but that's a good one that I used to listen to all the time. Is it? Oh, I forget. I could Google it, but The Strangest Secret is a really good book. I used to listen to Napoleon Hill a lot, but I kind of got burned out of his stuff. Think and Grow Rich is a little bit, it's all right. I mean, there's principles there, but there's better stuff than Napoleon Hill, I personally think, especially for trading. Again, that's why I love Stoicism. I think it's Mark Holliday, I think that's his name, but Stoicism is one of my favorite things to listen to get my mind right. I just love ancient wisdom, because we trade ancient math, right? These levels are ancient math to me. So I like going to the source of knowledge, But yeah, I do what you do, Apex. Sometimes I listen to a lot of stuff right before I go to sleep to hopefully it enters my subconscious. Not yet, but that's my next phase, is to get an LLC going. That's definitely in my next phase for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan Holiday. Mark, thanks, Sam. Yeah, Ryan Holiday is really good. I have like two or three of his books, and I listen to his videos a lot. I also listen to Djokovic, the tennis player, the Joker. He's probably one of the most mentally strong athletes I've ever listened to and seen play. He does. He's done a lot of guest appearances on different podcasts. Man, you listen to him talk, dude. Yeah, you can deduct your eval fees, man. That's part of your the cost of those are write-offs for sure. Yep, I write those babies off. Yeah, it's definitely it's part of the game. Trading view indicators. Write as much of stuff off as we can. For sure. That's right, Apex. Write off Jet, dude. Write me off. I love it. I don't even know what a write-off is. My favorite Seinfeld. You gotta love Kramer. That's probably one of my favorite scenes of all time. That's what big corporations do. They write it off. Yeah, my big fee. Oh, yeah, I haven't thought about that. I hope. Yeah, I haven't gone that far. You're right. Interesting, Patrick. Patrick, you have to be so smart about everything. Patrick, that's a good. That's actually kind of a good point. I hope not. I don't want to sign up as a professional. Because even on like Trade Advocate, like I don't want to be. Yeah, you want to sign up as a non-professional. So I think because we're not, a trading firm. So I don't know. Just because you have an LLC, I don't know why they make you a professional like firm, right? Yeah, it depends on what they mean by that, right? I don't know. Good question though. I'm sure you guys have seen all those ads too, like start your own prop firm. It's only $3,000. I'm like, oh my god. No wonder why there's so many different like stupid prop firms out there. I mean, that's all it takes is $3,000 to start your own prop. That's a joke. That's just come on. That is just BS. Yeah, it could be. You could be right, Patrick. Yeah, I don't know. I have to check in on that now. To ask my accountant how that works. I'm a mobile car wash that does a little trading on the side. I do trading to supplement my mobile car wash. That's my business model. you know, so my business is a car wash that is really bad, and I have to do a little trading, investing on the side to make my car wash business float. Would that work, Patrick? I wonder. Could I, run a failed car washing company? I detail cars, but I'm horrible at it, so I have to trade to make it. But we're coming up on 11, so at least 11 my time. So I think I'm done for the day. Anyway, appreciate you guys as always. Always good stuff. Just practice, right? Unless you're Allen Iverson, you don't believe in practice. He wants practice. Yeah, see you guys later. Yeah, I want pictures, Patrick. I want to see it clean, buddy. Yeah, but see you guys later. Appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Peace.